Hello.
Hi,
What's going on, y'all?
we're doing some sealed prep today.
So what we're gonna do is we have two sealed pools, packs of 6 Legends of the Force booster packs, and we'll open and we'll sort them all out, and then as a group, we will all participate in building the decks for them and talking about like what may be the best plans, strategies, curve. What's going to make the cut, what's not, what leader to use, what base to use, all that good stuff, and then we'll play those decks against each other. So then Nathan and I will not know what deck we're playing until we actually get to the game.
Yeah, we'll work our best to create 2 competitive decks of the pools. One knock that I have against this set is it does seem like sealed pools in this set are wildly variable.
Yeah.
You have one person who opens up a bunch of busted rares, and the other person opens up a bunch of event rares, and the event rares in the set, I think, for limited play, are pretty bad.
So
and
we'll
for constructed play, pretty bad.
We'll see if like one of these pools ends up maybe visibly worse than the other one, and how can we make up for that? Because you get what you get in sealed, and you have to kind of do your best with that.
Yeah.
And I think you can probably lean heavier into removal. I think you probably try to play like every piece of removal you pull, even if it's out of aspect.
The removal in this set isn't good enough to see much constructed play overall, right? I think a lot of the removal in this set is like very conditional, extremely conditional. So we'll have to see what's there, but I mean, any generic thing that has the ability to take something off the table is pretty good. So, all right, let's tear into these packs. The most fun part. We've got a Grand Inquisitor. Not excited about playing him potentially, and then Force Illusion and Oppo. I think he would be. I think he'd be really hard to
lay them
pull
all
off.
out on the camera, and I'll sort them after you do that.
Sure. Go into hiding. Choose a unit. It can't be attacked this phase. Probably not playable in limited. Jedi Sentinel is playable in limited, I feel. I also feel like Vulpix here is playable. Padawan Starfighter. It's got some legs, perhaps, depending on what your the rest of the pool looks like.
That's a good hit, I think.
I think Itinerant Warrior is like...
I would take a pile of Itinerant Warriors.
Yeah, I would lean very heavy. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, excellent. I hope I could play that. And this card's actually very good as well. This card is constructed playable in a lot of situations, and so I think that's worth playing.
It's nice to have an answer to units or to attachments too.
Yeah, I think this is limited playable. It's always been on the verge of possibly being playable. And
are you forced to play the force bases if you're doing this?
I believe
can you
so.
Play a 30 health
I
base?
believe you have to play the force bases.
Okay.
Because those are the ones, but I don't know for sure. Like, if you didn't have enough force activators, would you just take a 30 hit point base? I don't know. I think in draft, I think you have to use these, but I'm not entirely sure. Whirlwind of Power is definitely playable.
It's very playable.
Hunting Nexu is playable. Plo right there. So having like a star uncommon and then like a solid. So I will say he falls into the category of a do nothing on deploy.
Yeah, but in draft that's not, or in sealed that's not necessarily
it depends. It depends. Like, because there are situations, if you are behind on board and you play something that is a do nothing, then guess what? Like, your opponent may just kill you.
Yeah, but he does in the next turn. He'll clean up stuff.
Yeah, he's stout. Now the Sasaj is probably very good limited. I mean, I think just based off of this one pack, we're probably leaning blue-red, right? Just off of what we've seen.
A lot of good stuff.
Jedi Vector is like all right. I do think having something in space that can get some damage in will go a long way. Oppo Rancisis is probably not going to end up making a cut in here anywhere, just because double of a color is extremely hard to pull off.
And paying 5 for him is not very economical.
Yeah, now you could pay 5 for him if we ended up playing those Jedi Temple Guards.
Ambush and restore all of a sudden.
Yeah,
not bad.
He comes in, cleans something up.
Restore is not bad.
And then a Force Illusion. Exhaust an enemy unit. Friendly unit gains Sentinel. Exhaust an enemy unit. Friendly unit gains Sentinel. Now that card is probably playable in limited because it will certainly muck up the thought process, or like the muck up a board. All right, we've got a Kanan leader. Now he might be playable and limited.
We got no villainy cards from that pack.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
We've got a long beam cruiser. I think this is certainly playable and limited. This is a big. This is a large object in space.
Yeah. Restore 1 is relevant.
I haven't watched Armageddon in I don't know, 25. When did Armageddon come out? 27. Not Armageddon. I'm thinking of the other one, Deep Impact.
Oh.
Deep Impact. What? Because there was a Extinction Ellie. That's what it was. Extinction level event. Large objects in space. Anyway, this is a large spatial object that I think that can close a game. Charging Phylak. I actually think this card is probably fine and limited. Anything with ambush and limited is good because a lot of times
is also very relevant.
Yes, because it can kill something, can't get killed back on the crackback. So situational and limited, you get lots of Vulpix and Terrantex. So we had a Vulpix.
One Vulpix.
We got one Vulpix. This unit is probably not good and limited. Sand Trooper Cavalry. Tip the Scale is going to be playable and limited because it might be something that you resource like game 1 and then game 2
you're like, I gotta hit this removal card.
You gotta hit like the big thing, the Takata Paladin Training Corvette can go ape. That card's probably playable because when in set 1 I found that just being able to put an upgrade on something will often change the math, and the important thing about upgrades is that they're kind of like damage from hand.
Also, it's 4 stats for 1.
Yeah, which is a lot of stats.
It seems like a lot.
The deal 2 damage to get an XP card. Okay, I can see that. Jedi Knight seems good.
Another
very good
hero card.
The Hive Defense Wing is fine. Our yellow I think is particularly bad, but it's kind of a toss-up between the blue, the green, and the red. I mean, because this guy right here can draw cards, and that's very good limited. Like the limited Star Wars, there's a lot of like magic skills are transferable to limited Star Wars, more so than constructed Star Wars. Constructed Star Wars cares more about tempo and specific plays on curve, whereas like your magic card advantage,
removal,
board presence, trade for units, that like that stuff is more true and limited. We've got the heavy missile gunship. We got a BD, he's fine. We've got the Scythe, which I think is fine. It might be, but I mean, this is the first
Scythe Grand Inquisitor deck.
It might be the first villainy. I guess we had the heavy missile platform or whatever. And then we got this dude, another large spatial object there.
That's very playable. 410 for
yeah. Well, it's so the removal in green is the card that does damage equal to your toughness, and so like that just kills everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got a Snoke leader. Now, Snoke is an absolute monster in limited, right? That's just the ability to give tokens out. We've got the Medical Frigate. I think this card is fine and limited to heal 2 damage from another unit. This means you can get some extra value from units. Lothcat, probably playable and limited. I do think 2 drops are the most important spot on the curve in limited.
If you're hitting 2 drop consistently, then it feels pretty good, yeah.
We've got a Fallen Jedi, totally fine stats. N1 Starfighter, that card is probably like first pickable in draft, just because
it gets all that damage in.
And 3 power.
There's no daring raid.
Yeah, 3 power in space is going to do a lot of damage. Now we got to raise the eyebrow to the Protect the Pod. Looking pretty good. Friendly non-vehicle unit deals damage equal to its remaining HP to an enemy unit.
That's very good. That's playable for 6.
Yeah,
100%.
And we've got a Lothwolf. Kanan looking better. Unleash Rage, use the Force, give a unit +3/+0. Fringe playable. This is probably like a 28th, 29th, 30th card in a deck if you already have stuff. Terran Tatic. I actually think this Terran Tatic is makes us lean green. Like, I would heavily consider green because of this.
Yeah, this on
card.
5 is like incredibly
crazy.
Good. Yeah.
Tauntaun. The Kanan.
Kanan's also our only hero.
So far
right now.
Old Daka, totally. I think the stats on Old Daka speak for themselves.
Yeah.
That the ability may not even need to be used. Gungi. Pretty good. The green hero, perhaps. Marin, I think that she's solid for limited. I do think the discarding card will add up over time. As I have foreseen, probably not playable in limited. And then Crushing Blow, I think, is worth playing. It's a way to kill like a spaceship.
Yeah, if you're playing
Right.
blue, this one's definitely not. I think not worth playing for 5.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got an Ahsoka. So the question is she better than Kanan? Kanan cares if you have a creature or a specter,
Yeah.
or specter.
We
to
have
be
a number.
well-stated.
So I think that could be a toss up once we get there.
Force Slow, this is probably a 30th playable card here. I was bullish on cards that give -X, -O. Early in the game, I have since cooled on cards like that quite a bit. We've got the Curious Flock. I think that card's just playable. It's playable at any point on the curve, right? And it has reasonable stats wherever it may show up. Corrupted Saber looks cool. It's probably fine.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
And a second Protect the Pod.
Man, green is looking real good.
A Wampa.
Oh, that's a creature.
Inquisitor's Lightsaber, also playable. Night Sister Warrior, extremely good. Strike Ship, I would say that's playable. Hyperspace Wayfarer number 2
creature.
Now this card is just disgusting.
Yeah.
We played it, and that card's insano. So I think Priestess of the Force makes us like lean heavy
Blue-green.
Blue-green. I think
looking really good.
I think we're looking at like a blue-green, perhaps.
Yeah.
We've got a Rampage. We've got a Dagoyan Master.
Another Dagoyan Master.
Okay. Luminous Beings. I think that is an absolute beating. I think they're like you're trading back and forth, and then suddenly you play this
And
card,
they're dead.
and your opponent is like, "I'm sorry, I'm taking how much damage?" So that seems pretty good. I think this is like a playable on the bottom end of the curve. I know a lot of people look at that card and say, "Oh, it draws cards." It only gives +1/+1. You're paying 2 to draw a card and give a +1/+1, and I don't think that's like enough in Star Wars. So,
I think it's pretty good and sealed though.
I grabbed from the wrong
You
stack.
can draw your
Okay.
Priestess of the Force.
All right, 2 more.
I mean, like our green and blue piles, they're stacked up.
We got a Kit Fisto. Will of the Force. I think this card is good and limited. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the Force, and they discard a card at random from their hand. Pretty powerful. The Kowakian Monkey Lizard. I would play this as like a. I think this is like fringe playable. It's fine.
It's a creature.
It is a 2-drop. It's
Yeah.
fine. Nihil Marauder, I think, is good. Cartel Interceptor. Exegol Patroller. There's less pings in this set, so I think the Exegol Patroller is probably fine and limited. Grappling Guardian. Also, this Grappling Guardian seems like it fits into our game plan. Thralls of the Coven. Village Tender, probably not playable. I'm not a big fan of stats like that.
That guy's going to be a house when Ewok matters.
Yeah, when Ewok tribal
trait
matters.
he's going to be a house.
Talzin's Assassin is sick. The question would be, would you splash for it? I think the answer might even be yes.
It could be yes. 6 for that is
I
pretty
think
playable.
paying 6 to kill something and have a body left over is probably pretty good. Precarious Predicament. We don't have an It Could Be Worse. Shatterpoint.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
that's huge. That's huge.
Jocasta Nu. That's a hit.
SharePoint's uncommon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's huge.
We've got the Eye of Scion.
Ooh.
Not sure that I would pay 8 for it.
You could side it in, maybe.
but
But like 8, what's it
8
killing?
8 is probably it's not fighting all those
Yeah.
space whales, right? And then the hyperspace foil Curious Flock. That's right. We got 2 Curious Flocks. I think we're gonna be hard pressed to play anything other than Kanan based off of what we've seen so far.
It's actually looking pretty good.
All right, last up, Obi-Wan. Now we actually have to have the debate: Obi-Wan or Kanan. Right?
That's huge.
That's tough because the Obi-Wan is good.
This pool seems really good, by the way.
Yeah.
This pool seems
Last words. We've already.
above
I
average.
actually think we've seen. No, we haven't quite seen this common run. Jedi Sentinel again. Gungan Warrior, totally playable. That card, totally playable and limited. Ascension Cable. Witch of the Mist. Paladin Training Corvette. I actually think the Space Force in this deck is crazy. The Graceful Purgle. Night Saber. Trident Assault Ship. I actually think we have too many 6-drops for this deck.
enough Force users for Obi-Wan or 2 stacked with creatures. Well, we could build it.
Focus
however, right?
determines reality.
I think we are, especially early game,
Luthen Rail.
more likely to see creatures.
Lor San Tekka.
Okay. He's good.
I actually think we hit a fairly solid rare here too. Luke Skywalker. There were two uncommon unique units in this pack for those paying
that
attention.
are playable in our colors.
That are playable.
Yeah.
And then Fallen Jedi, and we had a Gungi.
Wow.
So
Wowee.
I think this we got Jocasta New. Yeah, I actually think that Luke is very playable. Plo. Yeah, this was a wild one.
Had Luthen.
This is
in
what I'm
it.
talking about. This is the
Drink
quality. And the
Corvettes.
next, I'm gonna get the next pool, and it's gonna be absolute garbage. Now we may not actually have enough 2-drops for it to be like crazy, right? Our 2-drops are Vulpix, Jedi Vector, Lothwolf. If we
No,
play
can
that,
the monkey lizard.
I think
play Phlox.
I think you play the Phlox and the Monkey Lizard
Yeah.
to round
I mean,
that out, right?
the Phlox are just versatile.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that's. I'm kind of leaning toward Kanan, to be honest. But I mean,
I
can see
don't
Obi-Wan.
hate Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan does deploy earlier, right?
Yeah.
So generally speaking, I do think having your leader come out a turn earlier is better. Now, Kanan is a monster.
Yeah. So like the force, what force units do we have early? I think it's only like Gungi.
Right.
So his ability, like Obi-Wan ability, might not be able to activate very
Yeah.
often.
Because the creatures aren't activating it, right?
Right.
The Lothwolf isn't. So this yellow, I think the yellow is immediately discounted, right?
Yeah.
We have.
It's always funny to me when new cards are revealed. Most people are like, "Oh my god, it's so bad." When you play limited, and those cards are actually Pog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people don't realize that when release season happens or when spoiler season is happening, a lot of the cards in the set are designed for limited for that set, and they're like, "Oh, this is trash. No one's gonna ever play this." But like limited now is a part of the game,
Yes.
a part of
Yeah.
the competitive season that you have to
Right.
consider. So think about it in the context of limited.
So I think we also have to just eliminate all of our villainy.
Yeah,
I think
so,
I think our villainy
it's-
is right out.
I think Assassin can hang
The-
around.
the
as,
only
like, a
one-
potential, right?
Yeah. The only villainy leader I would consider would be Snoke. And I don't actually think we have enough villainy.
We didn't get enough villainy like stuff in
yeah.
general.
Yeah.
To be fair, Assassin I think is the only villainy card that we are considering splashing.
Yeah. This is a consideration, and that's it.
Yeah. So we're discounting yellow.
Yeah, I think yellow's right out.
We're not splashing any of this.
We have
stuff.
2 units in yellow, generic yellow, right?
Yeah.
So I think yellow is right out. Force flow is not good enough. Like none of these are good enough. None of these are good enough. So those are right out.
We're cutting red too.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's worth looking at red. I think
Yeah.
last words. If a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give 2 experience tokens to a unit. This might be playable in limited. This might be
Yeah.
playable because you are trading stuff all the time. The monkey lizard. I think the monkey lizard and the Phlox are in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Go Into Hiding. This card is not playable in Limited, I don't think.
Red hero stuff. We have a Night Saber. Force determines reality.
It would only be this card would only be playable if we had a leader that we needed to preserve, and our leader was like you could sideboard this in if you thought your leader was going to get beaten up, and your leader was like
deploy.
super important, right?
I don't know. That seems pretty bad.
But I think that's like
a whole card.
I can imagine. That's something that would happen in Limited all the time. If you have a threat that just kills your opponent's leader, right? That was like another reason to play attachments in the first set, because if you had like a medium-sized unit, you could slap an attachment on it to get it to 6 or 7 attack, and you just held it back, and your opponent hadn't deployed their leader yet. They're just like looking at that unit, just like, I can't put my leader out there because this guy just kills my leader for free, right? All right, I think Red's gone. I think Red is a. I don't think Red was bad, because I do think there are some good. There's like reasons to play Red.
There's a number of reasons to play Red. You can even like sideboard in this DRK Probe Droid.
Yeah.
Potentially. There's 2 creatures. There's like 2 of these hunting next to, which are pretty good with Kanan. The Wampa's there. Asajj is really good. Witch of the Mist is great. Marin's great.
Yeah.
But
it's all serviceable cards. But I think we do end up light on removal if we play Red.
So we're looking at Kanan, Starlight Temple.
Yeah. Or Obi-Wan Night Sister Lair.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Blue is the other choice. That's what it boils down to. I think Kanan's probably the way to go. Let's look at our 2-drops, because the important thing to remember is that we need to build. You're building a deck, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to build a deck. So if we built one, let's do our 2s, our 3s, our 4s, our 5s, our 6s. 5, 6. And then the Curious Flock, so the Monkey Lizard is a 2, and the Curious Flock is, it's put off to the side because it's really a 1 through 7, is that correct?
Yeah.
Pay up to 6.
It's X.
So that's wild.
It seems very good in Limited, actually. Like, actively very good.
Alright, so I think this Village Tender won't make the cut. I like 1-drops if they have enough power to attack into other things. Protect the Pod.
You have enough for Luminous Beings to trigger. I think even if Luminous Beings only hitting like 1 or 2 things, it's still probably playable. And I think we do have enough Force stuff to support that. We'll see though. We get Night Sister Warrior, Gungi, Jocasta is Force. Temple Guard.
All right, so
Warrior.
Rampage and Last Words. I think Last Words probably gets cut. And then Rampage, each friendly creature gets +2/+2.
I don't think we have enough.
I think this is probably cut, though I don't hate this card.
Yeah.
So you can, something that would happen in the first set is I would build a deck that was like 29 units, no interaction, and then the problem would be that my deck is very honest. There's nothing that I can hold.
Everything,
like my
your stuff is on the board.
all my stuff is on the board.
Yeah.
And that's like the one problem with playing too many units. Having any sort of trick from hand to change the math based off of what your opponent sees on the board is important. Now, I think Luminous Beings serves the purpose that Rampage would, because Luminous Beings mostly cares about what's in our discard pile, which is a natural byproduct of what's happening during the course of the game, where Rampage cares about what's in play, and Luminous Beings can buff whatever we have. I think we get rid of Rampage. Now, I do think between the Shatter Points, the Protect the Pod, the Crushing Blow, the Whirlwind of Power, and the Luminous Beings, I think we actually have enough interaction there to justify that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We might even cut one of these and go to like a 25/5 plan, like 25 units. I do think you still need a critical mass of units, because I played against a lot of people who would play a lot of removal, and it's like you play a 2-drop, they play a 2-drop, your 2-drop is like aggressive, and then you keep playing things and they keep removing stuff. A lot of the problem with removal in this set is it's based off, it's like conditional, right? Like there's some sort of conditions on it. And so eventually you play something that the removal can't just straight up kill, or you kill them with like your leader, because like the leader dodges removal.
So for Oppo, we do have Ambush Restore, we have Shielded Restore, we have Ambush,
Hidden.
Sentinel.
Hidden.
Where's Hidden?
Hidden.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's an argument for Oppo being in the deck.
Yeah,
he's also a Force user.
Yeah, so I do think I think you probably do play him.
You can always resource him.
Yeah. I think he has the ability to kill something.
Yeah, there's no raid in the deck, is there?
I
don't think so. There is Grit.
Yeah, Grit could be there.
Because you could ambush with him and then follow up with Plo Koon.
Yeah,
Grit.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Does
okay.
Luke have anything?
No. He gets bigger.
I think it's pretty playable.
I think it's playable, and he also helps Luke, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's another unique
we could curve
for Luke.
Yeah,
even if he's not getting like effects when you play him.
Yeah,
there's still a reason for him to be in the deck. You can find him with Dagoyan Master.
I think this is going to get cut. I don't think it's good enough.
It is an item for Luthen.
It's an item. No, I don't think that matters.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it matters. He's just the 3/5. He's a 4/5.
4/5, yeah.
4/5 for 4. Nah, we're playing him as a 4/5 for 4 and let him beat ass.
He's also a unique unit.
Yeah. So we care more about the uniqueness than we care about getting the star compass, I think.
I think we're not playing 2 Hyperspace Wayfarers.
I actually think we need to cut. I think playing the this guy's got overwhelmed for Oppo. Not that I think that matters.
Oh, that is pretty good.
I think. I think 1 is fine. Well, this is not. I think you would rather have the Hyperspace Wayfarer, because we're creature
and Protect the Pod.
Yeah, and it can do 10 damage with Protect the Pod.
Yeah.
So I think that is probably better than this. So
let's see. What's our number at? I mean, having Overwhelm available is also
it's worth counting how many playables we have right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So we're actually 40. So we actually have
10.
to cut 10 cards.
Yeah.
So cutting 10
That's
is
a lot.
not easy.
I think this can go. I'm cutting this.
That's fine.
I think we do cut one of these then.
I would still rather cut, like, say, the long beam cruiser than this guy. I genuinely think we need so, like, if we're playing this guy, it's because Kanan will have 2 extra power that'll make up for the 2 power loss here,
and they'll never kill that.
And this guy's got a lot of stats, right?
So I think is also Restore for Oppo.
Yeah, and now it's possible that now I think we play Plo because he's a unique to help Luke. It's also possible we cut this thing.
It's also removal though.
It's only space units. It's only space units.
I mean, still.
Now, I think it's good.
We've seen a lot of space units just in this pile that we want that thing to kill.
Yeah. Now, the 5 slot is something we're going to have to get in a knife fight over. I actually think we maybe... it's...
A Corvette? Is that insane?
No, I actually don't think it is insane to cut this.
Because I don't think we have enough force units to reliably...
Yeah, so if we were Obi-Wan, it's insane to cut it.
Yeah.
Because you could deploy Obi-Wan, then play the Corvette and buff Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan attacks and buffs the Corvette, and you just got like a ton of stats on that turn. I don't think it's necessarily insane to cut a Corvette. And I am on the fence as to whether we should cut the Graceful Purrgil or not. I think we do need... I think he's just not sexy, right?
He's not sexy.
He is a creature, but I think... Like, we're not cutting the Terran Tag.
Yeah. He will be good sometimes. But
Yeah.
If you're only
Now,
5 drop to play,
So keep in mind, we could sideboard, right? So we've got tools. If we're getting overrun in space, if we're getting absolutely destroyed through space, we sideboard them in, right?
it is good for protect the pod. That's true, too.
I think sideboarding in limited is an underrated skill, right? Like sideboarding constructed is underrated. I think that's part of. Like I know, like when I'm playing at the PQs, I know what's coming out and I know what's going in, right? Like I know what's important.
This is also like, I think most sealed pools aren't going to give you this many options on sideboard.
I think
this one's already looking insane for the sideboard options by itself. So
yeah,
I mean, feel a little bit better about cutting this from the main
and sideboard it in.
And sideboard it in.
Yeah, sideboard it in for sure. All right, so now that puts us at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Two more cuts. I think we cut this card. I actually think this card's garbage.
I'm with you.
And that card is garbage. And then I think we got to cut a 4-drop of some kind. Is it the Medical Frigate?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. We'll cut the Medical Frigate.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's got good stats, but I don't think it fights for space. Oh, I didn't count these. We got to cut 2 more. I got to cut 2 more for the flock.
Always forgetting about the flock.
Maybe we cut the Monkey Lizard.
Yeah. Okay.
Cut the Monkey Lizard. We'll sideboard him in if we know we can kill stuff with him. And then this, you need a force unit or upgrade. A forced unit or upgrade. I actually think we cut the Padawan Starfighter.
Okay, it is a 2-drop, but
it's going to sound crazy. Here's the thing. We got 8 2-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got 8 2-drops, so I think we'll be fine. So 3, 6, 7. I got some right here.
Sleeves.
Try those on for size.
Right.
I think that's 30.
All right, I'll save them up.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. And something else is it's fine for us to be kind of light on 3-drops. Because there's a good chance that we want to Kanan ability a 2-drop, right? Like we may want to Kanan the Vulpix.
Yeah.
So, all right, Justin's gonna sleeve that up. We're gonna start on the second pool.
Yeah, I'm liking this pool.
That one I would
good.
not be mad to play that deck.
Yeah, I would be happy with a day of PQ with this one.
Yeah,
to be honest.
All right, we got an Ahsoka. We've got a Lifewind Sage, who's he's probably playable. There's worse cards. The worst things
fine.
You can do.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. Gifted Urchin. I would play this if you need force units.
2-drop.
Adept of Anger, I think, is probably playable. Anything that interacts with the board can do some good stuff.
I could win a game.
We've got a Disturbance in the Force. If a friendly unit left play, the Force is with you, and you may give a shield token to a unit. So that is actually playable. Shields are good in limited because that throws off the math on what can be traded.
And getting the Force in the middle of the turn is probably relevant and limited.
Without having to attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Knight of Ren, very good. I think that card is just very good. A Padawan Starfighter. Thralls of the Coven. That dude, I think he hits pretty hard. Relic Scavenger is probably playable and limited. It doesn't have any like the keywords you're looking for, but I think being a 4/6 with Restore makes the racing a lot
another villainy card.
Supremacy tie. Force Speed. I think this card is not playable.
Not good.
Not playable. I guess you could sideboard it if your opponent is like Voltroning. I think it's possible to Voltron in this set, so. Sorosu Stance. Play a force unit and give a shield token to it. That is probably playable. Acclimator Assault Ship. Now, I don't know that we can manage the double green, but I do think you win the game if you play this card and you get to attack with it one time.
Yeah.
We've got an Ogdo Bogdo. Now, I do think Ogdo Bogdo here is interesting because we have to, if we've got a way to activate Ogdo Bogdo, then obviously he's insane. If we've got a way to damage
Like
our
a
own
Saj
Ogdo Bogdo.
would be pretty good. Pretty Saj leader.
The Saj leader was in Jump to Light Speed, unfortunately.
Damn it. Oh, is there any? There's no ping leaders in the set. Then I guess
The Maul is
starter only. Yeah.
So it's something you could open a Maul showcase. Maybe we got a Maul showcase.
A Maul showcase.
In these packs. All right, now are you guys ready to pog?
I'm ready.
You're ready to pog at this hyperspace foil.
Yeah.
Bang! That's a sick hit. That's actually the second one in a row. It's pretty funny.
Well, yes, we got yesterday too.
So yes, the 2 damage deal 2 gain XP could work with Ogdo Bogdo. All right, next pack.
Pretty cool Kiadi there.
A Snoke. Now Snoke is very tempting. Snoke is looking tempting based off of what
He's
we've
just
seen so far.
really damn good.
I mean, you played the Knight of the Ren, and then you like buff it on the following turn. It's a 5.
Yeah.
And Forge Starfighter, you could Forge Starfighter turn 1, and then hit Snoke.
You also have this thing to play for playing the yellow.
Yeah. Mysterious Hermit is probably playable. Or Qui-Gon and Darth Maul only allowed in pre-release, not normal limited. Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
I think so. Right.
right.
It was just the pre-release.
Because you opened them on your pre-release.
They came with the pre-release kit, and they were there. Porg. We're porging out over here. Youngling Padawan. Drain Essence, probably playable. Jedi in Hiding, definitely playable. Following the Path, let's read this card. Search the top 8 cards of your deck for up to 2 force units. Reveal them, put them on top of your deck in any order. Fringe playable. Interesting thing is that you can search for up to 2. So if you don't want to draw 2 units, you could choose to just get 1 and try to hit like a trick of
just
some
like
kind.
negative card advantage.
Yeah,
Feels bad.
it does. So I think that card is not going to see play. So use the Force, heal 6 damage from a unit. If this were heal 6 damage from units divided as you choose, it's probably extremely playable. Night Saber. This guy's probably, you could probably rock that guy. Defeated, deal 2 damage to each ground unit. That's probably playable.
Snokeable.
Savage Opress.
Okay. He wins the game.
We're gonna end the game.
He ends the game.
He's gonna end the game.
He will end the game.
Hopefully, he's ending the game for you,
Jeez.
for your opponent, I guess.
Right.
You are ending the
Hopefully
game.
you are winning when you play Savage Opress.
We got a Shin Hati.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna show you the
pretty
foil next. The Banking Clan shuttle, also probably playable with Snoke. Now, you're not always going to open a crazy card, but sometimes you open crazy cards for limited. And we're on theme here. Since the other deck had Luke, we hit a Vader here.
Okay.
I don't know that we're learning anything by opening busted legendaries.
I mean, sometimes you get the
You can even Sorosu stance him to give him 2 shields. So, did the yellow card, Disturbance in the Force, you may give it shield token to a unit. So you could even use the Disturbance in the Force to shield your opponent's unit and kill it with Vader out of nowhere.
That's sneaky.
That's sneaky. Now we're thinking with limited. We got another Kit Fisto. We've got an Army of the Dead. It's big. I'll give it that. Sorcerers of Tund. I would say it's playable. 6/6 shielded for 6. Not easy to take off the board.
Yeah.
It's worse. You probably just play it.
You definitely play that.
You probably just play it.
100%.
We got the Frylock. We got an Heirloom Lightsaber. We got a Ravenous Rathar. Outer Rim Mystic might be playable. Secretive Sage is playable.
We love Sage.
Do or Do Not, also probably playable. We got a Quinlan Voss. We got Balin Skull.
Jeez. Our yellow villain is looking really good.
We got a Mystic Monastery. Very tempting. Very tempting. We got a Jedi Starfighter. The eagle-eyed viewers would state, wait a second, you only had 2 uncommons. What gives? Well, that's because the third uncommon was replaced with something else. And it was a hyperspace Darth Malik. I don't know what happens from here. We got another 3 packs to
3
open.
packs?
I don't actually know what happens from here to swap us off of Snoke.
Well, he's not Sith. If we get like a...
Yeah, but still, Malik is a 4/7, and
Yeah.
I don't know what swaps you off of
The question
Snoke.
right now is like Snoke blue or Snoke yellow.
Yeah.
Because like Vader... but
Yeah, and the yellow villainy is really strong. The yellow villainy is really strong.
Yeah. This pool's looking sick too. Already.
All right, we got a Morgan Elspeth. I don't think she's as good as Snoke. We got a Corrupted Lightsaber. Absolutely playable with what we've seen so far.
Open Revan.
Vulpix.
Revan and Seal would be big D energy.
Force Slow. Praetorian Guard, which I think gets slammed right into the Snoke deck that we're building. Guardian of the Wills. A Strike Ship. I think that card's certainly playable and limited. You get counterpicked if your opponent plays the starship, though, the N1 Starfighter. We got a Minok. We got a Magistrate Scout, which I think is playable if we go blue Snoke. Sorceress Blast, which I think is sick if we did like a red-green. I'm not sure that we have enough there.
Yeah, we're probably priced out of red at this point.
But if we did
green.
I don't think we're priced out of red.
You're saying that looking at the rest of the pack?
I don't think we're necessarily priced out of red.
Okay.
But if we did a red, you could do like the monastery, and so you could Sorceress Blast like really early.
Yeah.
We've got the Caretaker Matron. We've got Calm in the Storm. We've got Directed by the Force, which, depending on where we go, might be...
Sorcerer's Blast for 3 is pretty playable. Yeah.
We've got an Infused Brawler, which I think is good with the Monastery.
Yeah, you start out.
Yeah,
Get the Force,
and
play the
you
guy.
can attack fast. And then we'll just open another Legendary. It's that simple,
The
everybody.
Bendu.
Bendu.
I mean, that's a pretty good...
I mean...
That's pretty good.
You need something that ends the game. I think Bendu's gonna do it.
3 legendaries is pretty funny.
So,
Well.
it really makes you think. We got a Cal Cestus. Doesn't make me want to swap off a green villainy based off of what we've seen so far. A Fallen Jedi probably is getting played. Pounce, not on my watch, probably. Ravening Gundark, I think is playable. We would have played this in Kanan. We'd run this. We would run that in the Kanan deck if we had opened one, because I think it's pretty solid. N1 Starfighter. We've got Point Rain Reclaimer. Crushing Blow. Another Frylock. Overpower. I do think this card is playable. Pounce, Minok, yeah. Hit him for a bunch. Jedi Guardian, if we somehow swapped to that Ahsoka that we
I think
opened.
this is in the wrong sealed pool. This is supposed to be in the last one.
Lightsaber Throw. Impossible Escape. I think that card's playable and limited for sure. And Owen
card.
to go
Owen.
get our Darth Vader. Premonition of Doom. not good. And then Life Wind Sage number 2, I think, is probably. It's so. I wish blue or yellow would just stand above head and shoulders above the other one
Yeah,
for
we
us
needed something.
to make it easy. Okay, so people wanted Revan.
We got him.
No, I got Anakin. But
Okay.
we're close. We're wrong affiliation. Now the Anakin Monastery would be something, right? Play a villainy non-unit card. I think all of our stuff that we want to play is all units.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
well.
Get him out of here.
It's worse. Number 2. The Jade type. These are all a bunch of hero cards. Some more hero cards. Another Outer Rim Mystic. Another Jedi Guardian. Hyena Bomber. I'm not impressed with this run here. We got a Kadu. Give another friendly unit Overwhelm. We got some spooky guys that are coma. You can't even see them. Your mind can't even comprehend the danger that it's in. Kellerin. Another infused brawler. A Force Illusion. A Paz Vizsla. And then DRK Probe Droid. All right. I actually think that last pack there makes this deck really hard to build.
Yeah. Because it didn't really give us anything.
There was nothing here that like just sets it so far above the other stuff. So
It's a pretty decent red.
yeah, that's why I said I didn't want to rule out red earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
So I actually think this one is significantly more difficult to build. There's like an argument for like a Cal Cestus build now, right? Because we ended up opening a bunch of red,
like Cal
Hero.
red.
yeah, like a Cal red perhaps, because we've got a
Kiadi.
Kiadi. We've got these infused brawlers.
Trylocks are pretty good.
Yeah,
a lot of damage.
like these infused brawlers can attack and get us the force, right? Because they are force units. Is that correct?
Yeah,
That is correct.
You got Sorcerer's
Yes.
Blast. You got
So whereas I
bomber's
thought we
good.
were like we were honing in on that villainy.
There's a lot of bombs.
Yes, but the thing is we gotta play them.
Yeah.
We actually have to play the bombs, right?
But Cal gets like the Starfighter. This thing's decent.
Yeah.
The
So
Padawan's there.
right, Cal gives us a Padawan, which lets us Cal immediately, right? Like we can Cal turn 1. If we had the Obi-Wan, I actually think there would be an argument to do like Obi-Wan yellow with this pool.
Oh, he can't pick up the lightsaber. Damn.
The
Cal can't pick it up.
yeah, but Kit could.
Kit could.
So maybe we're playing Kit. I don't know. We do have
Jedi.
We got 2 Jedi Starfighters.
Jedi.
Kellerin Beck.
Jedi.
Kellerin Beck is like awfully tempting. We have a Jedi in hiding. We've got Do or Do Not to draw cards.
Built Snow Blue sideboard into Cal Red. Can you change bases on sideboard? I don't think you can, right?
I think you can.
You can?
I
You can
don't
change your
actually. I think you could change your whole deck. I think we had people do that before.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Because the base, you're not locked into that you could have access to all the common bases.
You
that
could certainly do that. That would be really funny.
Another red unit, deal 2 damage to ground unit.
They might lock you into. They don't lock you into leader base though.
Nah,
Okay,
not limited. You can swap leaders
that's
as long as it's
pretty
in your
funny.
pool. If it's in your pool, you can change stuff between games. I
mean,
believe.
like that opens a lot of options up when you're at a tournament. I think.
yeah,
If you're like, I have
think
a really bad matchup with my leader. You can keep changing. The only thing you can't do is change your base leader in the middle of a game.
that's correct. Yeah,
In the middle of a game?
yeah. You can't.
Well,
do that.
yeah. Well, yeah.
We got a Vulpix. Does the Caretaker Matron, if you played a force card, draw? It's a 0/4. I don't think she makes the cut, but I do think you would play Vulpix. So I think those last couple of packs made it so tempting to swap to red, yellow hero.
Let's make red yellow hero and see what it looks like.
Yeah, and then I think we go take a look.
Take a look, yeah.
All right. So we get the infused brawlers, and if we play them as 2/2s, then so be it. We get the DPRK, the DPRK, the People's Republic of Korea.
Green yellow hero or sorry, red yellow hero or green blue villainy.
We do get a Quinlan. And he is a Jedi. He can pick up a lightsaber, and he will end the game if we play him. We do get a Jedi in hiding. The Hyena Bomber, the Rathar, the lightsaber throw, and the do or do not are all in the maybe pile. I don't believe Paz Vizsla is worth paying 7 for, and I don't think we're a double red deck. I don't think there's a reality. There's a world where that could occur. This is all in. These could all exist. Our yellow. I think these guys can exist. We also get this mysterious hermit, which would give us the force. And we also have this unit. Now we've got the Frylock.
Yeah, we have 2 Frylocks.
So it's possible the Pounce is playable. We also have the Rathar. So like the thing is, I think there's some games you could probably steal just because
Rathar hit him for 12.
Yeah, that if you're just like, okay, how about you take 12, and your
Yeah.
opponent's like, oh, I'm 12. That's
I mean, even doing 8 with a Frylock's crazy.
yeah. I think there's very little that would survive that. And the thing is if you don't have the creature, you just resource it, right? Like if there's no chance that the play happens in the game, the Frylocks died, the whatever, right? You just resource it and you move on. You don't have to feel bad about it.
That's fine.
I don't think Force Slow would get played. Impossible Escape is playable. Force Illusion, I think these 3 tricks are playable with asterisks attached to them. But I think Force Speed, there's no world where that gets used. If we play the Gundar could hit for 9 with Pounce. So
yeah,
I think that's playable. I do think the Porg is probably gone. I think the Gifted Urchin probably hangs around because I think ultimately this deck cares much more about the Force than the other one that we built. And then I think these 2 It's Worst will always get used. So that way we can kill our opponent's Darth Vaders and Darth Malaks when they play
whatever
them.
the hell they want.
Yeah.
Where the hell they're playing.
So I think all of those are playable. I think green, it really is a crying shame that green went down the way that it did.
Yeah.
It's a crying
Snoke.
shame for
Yeah.
Snoke's sake. I actually think it's a crying shame.
That-
I'm crying thinking about it.
Honestly, if we had a Grand Inquisitor leader, that would consider Grand Inquisitor yellow blue.
Yeah. I
Pretty
think that
heavily.
would be easier to play.
It would be much easier to play.
Than the Snoke. I think the Snoke got done dirty by the last half of the packs.
The green pool is just like, nah, and I don't think the blue is good enough to carry it.
Yeah.
This stuff's pretty good.
So the Snoke, the restriction really is that Snoke cares about villainy units. If
Exactly,
it was just
yeah.
like your most powerful unit, then fine, play whatever. But the problem is that we have these 5, because these are fortunately all units.
Yep.
We got these 5, so we got 8 cards plus
either one of these piles. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3.
So you're not even half your deck is eligible to be hit by Snoke. So
Yeah, I think I'm thinking Cal's good. I think we could just cut the Snoke plan.
I think it's got to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks so cool.
Yeah, I was ready to beat some ass with Savage Opress too. Because
Yeah.
just imagine him getting experience tokens.
What happened to Bendu?
Bendu's in here. He's hiding.
Where the hell's the Bendu?
He's lurking about. Oh, Bendu's a creature.
The Bendu's a creature.
Oh
Yeah.
man, we pounce him for 14.
Yeah.
That's literally half your opponent's life in this format. And
Yeah,
then-
if you play Bendu and he gets to attack, I think you've won the game.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I think you won the game before the pounce.
All right, this stuff I don't think Premonition is getting played.
Premonition does not get played.
These definitely probably.
Yeah,
get
that's
played.
all
These
in.
probably all.
So
get
the thing
played.
is it gives us an insane number of 2-drops. Now the question is it Cal or is it Kit Fisto? This is a Jedi.
Let's lay them out. To the cost.
All right. We got some 2s. We do
Got
have
a lot
a
of 2s.
We do have a 1 here. So the 2s are an argument for Kit Fisto, right? We play a 2, we attack with it, we Kit Fisto, we play another 2.
There's a lot of 2s.
All right, so 1, 2, 3,
Jeez.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we're going to cut 5 cards. You
No
have
2.
no 2. What are you talking about? We got
Jedi Starfighter,
Jedi. We got 2 Jedi Starfighters. We got a Youngling Padawan. Yeah, we got some 2-drops. We got a Jedi in Hiding 3-drop. We got Quinlan Voss and Ki-Adi-Mundi 4-drops. I think the Youngling Padawan. We already said him, right? So this is out. This never made it. You're lying.
It was in the pile.
You're
I
lying.
just sorted the pile. Yeah. Kit,
Yep.
Kit's pretty. I do think Cal's ability is probably.
I think Cal's ability is insane.
Very good.
I
Yeah.
also think the fact that he deploys on 4 is crazy. I don't know
Yeah.
if you ever played. You didn't booster draft, but Sabine was a constant menace in limited because she was just cranking the dial up on damage during the course of the game. Not to mention, you would play against somebody. They'd play Sabine. They give her like academy training. And she's like 4/7, just blasting stuff left and right. All right. Lightsaber throw is probably gone because I think we have
only
the
have
the one lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't know that the lightsaber can make it either.
Lightsaber. Well, no, I think
lightsaber on Kit is really good.
I think we play lightsaber.
Yeah,
because it activates the hell out of Quinlan Voss.
yeah.
Also, like, there's a world where Youngling Padawan turn 1, you get to lightsaber it, and then Kit.
I'm kind of leaning toward Kit, but Cal. I mean, both are very aggressive.
I think
your lack of a top end is less of a concern because you're going to kill them.
Yeah,
you're trying at least to kill them.
Yeah.
Your plans to kill them. Like good 3-drops. Well, the 3-drop if you're playing Kit is attack with a unit and then activate Kit.
Yeah,
attack with Jedi ideally.
Right.
You do have some sort
I
of
think
class stuff. You some stuff to fill in that one slot.
Yeah. So it's something like a disturbance in the Force gives you a shield token, and this gives you extra value out of your 2-drops, right? Like a disturbance in the Force to keep a Frylock around is very powerful.
And it works playing off aspect. Let's see.
I don't think so. There's no like Talzin. Kelleran worth paying 9 for. There's an argument that he is. I believe, does Kelleran care about hero cards?
It does not.
Does not. It's just looking for something that costs
and plays 3 less.
Plays for 3 less. I don't know. I would sideboard him in if your game went to 9. And if the thing is if we're playing Cal, we're not trying to get to 9 resources, right?
I could see playing the early lightsaber.
Maybe. Maybe. I would play it if we had enough lightsabers to activate the force throw, the lightsaber throw.
Balin would cost 7.
Nah.
Shin would cost 5.
And Shin is like an outside because like 4 power shielded hidden is like maybe worth 5.
Yeah. And the rest of stuff we got.
Yeah. So I think you're looking at the deck right here, some combination. Cal is weak off aspect lightsaber, maybe. We could play the corrupted one, so that way if Cal's got to fight through sentinels or something, he's at least reducing the power, right? The corrupted one.
You could run the corrupted saber and the
heirloom lightsaber and play lightsaber throw.
That gives you 3 lightsabers to throw at people.
And you can always just resource it. But if you're doing 4 damage and killing something and drawing a card,
That's not bad.
it seems good. I mean, you do discard one of these lightsabers, but you probably weren't playing them anyway.
Yeah.
And like you said, playing one of these on Cal is pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, because it can come out at the time. I think
So
that's
a
like
consideration.
that's like a consideration.
Yeah.
That's a consideration. I wouldn't discount it immediately.
There's cuts that we have to make to get that to work.
I think we are better doing other stuff,
Yeah.
but I do not hate that plan. I literally don't think we can cut anything on this side because I think this is our late game.
I don't
right
think
here.
we can cut.
I actually
any
don't
of
think
that.
we can cut from 4 up. I
Or
think the
any of
cuts.
that.
I think the cuts are
Here?
Here.
So how many cards is this?
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. All right, so we get rid of the Gifted Urchin. I think the Gifted Urchin is out. I don't think that is good enough. I think
Forced enemy or forced illusion? I don't think is.
I think that is out. Yeah,
out,
it says exhaust an enemy unit.
Yeah, we're doing that already for Cal, especially.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could. I think this might be a sideboard consideration.
Sure, yeah.
Because like if you and your opponent are both aggro as hell, then being able to do this and force like their best unit to be tapped, and then to give you Sentinel on like let's say one of your shielded guys would be crazy good. Okay, now the question is, Kit or Cal?
How many cards was this now?
That we're at 31, I believe. So 3,
31.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
We could also just run 31. This is iffy, but I do think it's probably good, especially if you're Cal.
Our curve is so low that I believe Disturbance in the Force is actually very good.
Yeah.
Because if we play Ki-Adi-Mundi on 5, we can Disturbance of the Force, right? Like, there's all kinds of stuff that we can do. Cal he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the Force on his flip, right?
Right.
And so,
what's our Jedi count then?
our Jedi count is the Starfighters, which
1,
they
2,
can't pick up the lightsaber.
3.
We got 3 in the 2-drop slots.
4, 5, 6.
6. Our Jedi count
total.
is 6.
I
think it's Cal. I think it's Cal over Kit.
Yeah.
I think it was very close.
It was close.
It was very close. If we had like say 10 or something, I don't think we were that far.
Yeah,
off.
I mean, I think you could cut the lightsaber, but there's
I think you have to. The lightsaber
probably really good.
The lightsaber is like an instant win on the Youngling Padawan. The lightsaber is an instant win on the Jedi in Hiding. The lightsaber is an instant win on Quinlan Voss, right? Like lightsaber on Quinlan Voss, he does 9 damage to the opponent, which is wild.
Yeah, they better kill
It's crazy.
All right, these are the decks. Are you doing 31, or you want to cut one?
We're gonna cut one more. I think we cut the do or do not.
Okay.
Because we've got Ki-Adi-Mundi, and you'd already draw 2 cards in this in the game. So, though do or do not is a reason to play all these low drops because you can do or do not. Like if you're on like 6 resources, you do or do not, and then can play like 2 2-drops or whatever. So stack all these up.
Not on there. No, different.
I mean, I'm keeping them
The same but different. All right, now we got to determine who is playing what.
All right. So, which of these decks do you think is better? Let's sound off in the comments. Which pool do you think has got more sauce? I actually think it's close.
I think
this Cal deck could be aggressive as heck.
Yeah.
I think if you get to 6 resources, then the Kanan deck probably takes over. If it's not dead at that time. So, Nilrim thinks Kanan. Kept the Urchin as a thing to get the Force with. Only 4 turn 1s give you the Force. Or Kanan maybe. Okay, we have people believing in Kanan.
Okay.
Wolf Shield.
Kanan probably. Wolf Shield annoying. Kanan, Cal on 4 is not to be underestimated. Okay.
Cal.
I think Cal.
He's the way.
I haven't played Cal Limited. He's the way. Cal. The Cal fans are showing up.
Cal.
It took the Cal fans. It took Cal fans longer to type in 3 letters than it did the Kanan fans type in 5. That's me doing crowd work. That's all that is.
Okay.
Shields are pretty strong. Just keeps things on the board without removal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, you're
the
on
Cal.
the Cal.
Okay. I believe.
Nope. I can tell you didn't play limited because you shielded them on or you like sleeved them. You sleeved the bottom of the card.
What?
You sleeved them reverse.
I only did them on those because I knew you'd touch them and be mad.
You did get me then.
You cannot say Snoke instead of Kanan.
Yeah.
Not an option.
Okay.
Shields don't matter. PF base, you damn right.
Well, let me show you Cal. I had too much exhaust. Clearing the board is crucial to exhaust the big units. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I do think that Cal deck's going to get aggressive. Hey, he gets a treat.
Edward. One treat. Behold. Come here. Oh.
Ugh. Feels so weird shuffling 30 cards.
Yeah. So we're doing data vaults all weekend.
Yeah.
It was twice as many cards.
Playing Magic.
Okay.
I got to get people to play limited for this game more at the store.
I mean, now that
This
it's,
is so
it's
good.
in competitive events, it's probably more of an incentive to do it.
Hey!
Anonymous.
A fire hose of
The gifties.
gifted subs.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look at all them gifted subs.
Appreciate you. All right.
Heck yeah.
We got 6.
Heck yeah. Initiative. 10.
Okay. A 10. 19. I guess I will take the initiative. I'm going to mulligan this hand.
Surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
I think I got a mulligan this hand. Next Magic Secret Lair, Rocco's Martin Life. There is a secret lair with Play-Doh. Like they had
Play-Doh?
professional artists make Play-Doh sculptures of Magic stuff.
Wait, that's awesome.
Um,
Wait a minute.
that was announced today.
That's so cool.
MTG pre-list. I played some Spider-Man.
I'll never get to experience Spider-Man cards because I'll play on Arena where they're not legally allowed to use Spider-Man cards.
Are you going to play with Fleam?
Fleam.
This is like the same hand. Okay. I think it's likely I have to resource that, and then I think it's likely I have to resource this. All right.
And then Magic takes a lot.
I am going to play a Curious Flock, and when I play it, I'm going to give it a experience token.
Padawan.
Padawan.
Get the force.
I'm going to take the initiative.
Yes.
We are going to start with a shield on the Curious Flock.
I'm gonna Night Saber the Padawan.
I'm going to have the Curious Flock attack your base for 2.
Attack your base for 5.
I am going to play a Gungi.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass.
I'll take your base for 5.
Yep. I am going to Crushing Blow the Youngling Padawan.
Okay. Fair enough. Play a Starfighter.
Gungi is going to attack you for 2 and give me the force.
I'll exhaust the flock.
Exhaust the flock. I'll Kanan the flock.
Load them up. I'll play Jedi Starfighter.
I'll take the initiative.
Cal, take it for 3. Get the force. Yes.
I'm going to protect the pod, have Gungi blast Cal.
Fair. All Hyena Bomber. Control other red units, I'll do 2 damage to Gungi.
Yep. I'm going to attack you for 2.
I will... I'll go ahead and Sorcerer's Blast the Gungi.
Blasted. The flock is going to attack you for 2.
You're move SAU Weekly from Monday to Tuesday. Ah, so you can now watch this on Monday. Nice. All right, attack me for 2.
That's good. That's good.
I'll attack you for 3.
I am going to shield here.
Take you for 1.
I'm going to take initiative.
Pass.
I'm gonna Talzin's Assassin the Starfighter.
Take it for 2.
I'm gonna deploy Kanan.
Take it for 1.
I'm gonna hit you for 5.
Play Yadi Bundy. I don't have the force to use, unfortunately.
Oh, and Kanan shielded. Wow. I'll take the initiative.
Okay.
Oh, and I get the force for it. Kanan's gonna fight Kiyomundi to death.
Hit you for 2.
I'm going to play an itinerant warrior and spin the force and gain 3.
All it's worse, the assassin.
I'm going to whirlwind of power the hyena bomber.
Take initiative.
I'm going to attack you for 2. And then pass. Oh, yeah, no, you killed. I don't have the force. Okay. Resource nothing. I guess I resource nothing.
Okay. Everyone.
Hit you for 5. Get the force.
Play Bendu. You got anything for that, or?
Yes. I'll play Terran Tarek and crash into Bindu for 5.
Take initiative.
I'll crash the itinerant warrior into Bindu for 4.
Okay.
I'll crash the curious flock into Bindu for 2.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Actually, I hit 6. 6 is not enough to kill you. Okay. All right. Next turn, though. Next turn.
Yeah, I'm dead this turn.
All right. That was a good game. I know you had to watch yourself die slowly.
That's kind of how it goes, right?
Yeah.
If I don't have the...
But,
presented.
I mean, I was, like, hanging out at 20 the whole time, right? So.
Where's my... Give me my pool. My sideboard.
Oh, your sideboard?
I don't know if I need anything.
This was that, yeah.
You probably have a lot of options.
Oh, yeah. I want this fucking Space Sentinel.
I don't
Let's
think
get
I
in there.
have as many options.
Look at the Space Sentinel in there, man. I'm like incentivized to put in donk little units like this. This village tender is actually good here because my opponent is Cal, because it says choose a ready friendly unit, exhaust it. So the village tender is something that I can exhaust for cheap.
I do think I need this Lurchin. Because I was struggling for the force.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. 5 to 6. All right, I think we sideboard down the curve a little.
I'm gonna cut Starfighter.
I'm gonna sideboard down the curve.
Not being able to draw 2 with Kit Fisto was a bummer.
The Plo.
Plo. Yeah.
Sorry, Kita Mundi.
Yeah,
I'm sideboarding out Plo, and so I was thinking.
All Jedis look the same to me.
Graceful Purgle is in.
Okay. Kanan with a game. I would be much happier with the Kanan pool in a tournament. Certainly.
There was a point where I had to decide which removal card to resource because my hand was like 1 unit and 3 removal. And I was like, well, which one of these is gone? I think this Jedi Vector is out. I don't actually think it competes against your space stuff particularly well. Village Tender. It's good to see that my turn 1 play lasted the whole game. I don't think a Village Tender makes the cut.
There's no world in which I was able to kill that guy.
A 2/2 with 4 shields or whatever it had.
Not without playing blue.
Starting to get worried about that flock.
Padawan with the sword did almost do you up.
Yeah, so I had the crushing blow in hand, and it is me metagaming to not shield the curious flock there because I had a Gungi in hand, if that makes sense.
I see, yeah.
like
So if I was playing against a fresh opponent that had not seen my deck before,
yeah,
she probably was 15 in that case.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's real. I drew the luminous beings in the opening hand. It's real tempting to just death grip it until it can win the game.
I don't think that's the card that wins you this game.
I think
this
the
match.
card that wins me the game is like Itinerant Wear. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
I will play the Loth Wolf.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Take it 3.
I'm gonna Crushing Blow the Starfighter.
Play this thing.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
It's the drill tweet. Help me, my family is dying. I can't afford to budget my hand. It's like 5 cost units, 900. I'm spending $2,600 a month on 9 cost units.
The wolf is definitely a roadblock.
I guess let's get rid of you, which sounds insane, but I have the initiative. I pass.
Take it for 2.
I pass.
This MF passing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll deploy cow.
I pass.
I'll fight the wolf.
The wolf dies. Jedi Temple Guardians and the cow, and I'll get the force.
I do get the force from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Play a Jedi in hiding.
I will take the initiative.
I'm gonna Sorcerer's Blast. And then pass.
The graceful putter girl.
Take for 3.
Well, I'll take the initiative.
Quinlan. And pass.
This deck's like mid to late game is like absurd.
It's pretty crazy. Restore 2 from temple cards.
Bindu comes out on 8, right?
Yeah, you plan for the
We gotta, I think I gotta play the whole game around the Bindu.
Probably.
I think I gotta plan the whole game around the Bindu. I think I just run Kanan out here. I think he's a big hoss.
Big ol' hoss. I'm gonna defeat his shield.
Okay. I will. Who's Kanan fighting? Is he fighting you or is he killing one of these units? I think Kanan fights Quinlan. Get Quinlan out of here before something disastrous happens.
Play Kiadi. Draw 2.
Well, Talzin's assassin the Jedi, so you can't get a card out of my hand right now.
Take initiative.
I will pass.
Yeah, you can attack me for 2.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, damage.
Take her for 4.
7. Let's do 5 to base. I'll get the force.
2 base.
I'm gonna play Priestess of the Force.
I'm throwing up. I'm crying,
Spin the
screaming, throwing
Force. I mean, use the Force. I've used the Force. If you do, give a shield to each of up to 5 units. I choose these 4 units. Crying, screaming, throwing up.
I'll deal damage to the assassin.
Okay, okay. Well, this assassin is going to fight Ki Adamundi.
I'll take initiative.
I will have the Graceful Purgle attack you for 2. Then we'll pass.
Take her for 5.
Hell. Kanan, we'll do. How about we do a little bit of 5 to you? How do you like that?
Take it for 2.
I will attack you for 6.
Oh, Cal.
I am going to protect the pod and blast the Gundark.
The Bendu.
I attacked with the Force unit, right? I have the Force.
Yeah.
I'm going to Shatterpoint Bindu.
This fucking guy. I am dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
This Kanan deck,
Jesus.
this feels
Man.
pretty good.
That is a win the tournament kind of a seal deck.
That feels like you could go the distance to this deck.
I think so.
I think you could. So the plan is just opening these exact cards.
Kanan.
These exact cards.
Crazy.
These exact.
Like, I'm gonna let you know right now, that Snoke deck wasn't
I don't
beating
think
that
a Snoke
Kanan deck.
deck. You play the Darth Vader, you give my guy a shield? You giving
Yeah.
my unit shields? You giving this guy's unit shields?
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, the two flocks was really good.
I had a flock in my hand. Like you
dump
don't
it on
even
for
actually want me,
7.
you don't actually want me to play it there because
No.
it's like 7. This is a 7/7.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Yeah.
The main content of this stream was going through the pools anyway,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
talking about what we wanted. Maybe
I
Snoke
did-
was a better deck. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
certainly worth
I
talking
just
about.
I don't know. That's
The Cal deck did feel good. I was like, it just didn't quite have enough to push the extra.
Yeah, I do think it
little bit
was
of damage.
I think it was, and I think the problem with the Snoke deck is that it would be a Jekyll and Hyde deck. Like there'd be the games you play hey there.
Also, if you're playing against someone that doesn't have the immediate answer to Bendu when you play it, which I think a lot of decks probably don't.
I do think the Bendu wins the game most of the time because a
Yeah.
lot of people will burn their really good removal early.
Yeah.
That will happen. So those games are actually closer than they look. I think this Kanan deck just happens to have a particularly noxious combination of removal and units that are hard to kill.
Yeah, Kit might have been better because, like you said, he lives longer. Cal, his ability didn't get to be used much because I wasn't really generating force.
Kit is Saboteur.
And so Kit's Saboteur. You could slap
Kit
lightsaber.
could just dodge the... Yeah.
You could pick up the lightsaber, and you could probably play Aerial Lightsaber in that case, because like even Kit deploying, you play Aerial Lightsaber on him. He's the house, even if you don't have any buffs from other Jedi in play. So Kit might have been strictly better than Cal there after having played the deck.
Yeah. I think it all kind of depends. I think the Cal deck was missing some reach.
Yeah, it was certainly missing.
Like if you had a way to, I guess you never had like a well, I mean actually, if you had the Pounce with the Gun Dart, that would have been 9 damage, and I would have been sweating bullets.
Yeah.
I would have had to like start answering everything on the table.
Mhm.
So
it was close though, because I mean the space whale also just stopped so much damage.
yeah, we sideboarded in the whale and just.
And I had no way to deal with the whale.
That was
Also,
that.
the whale was making it so my taps were basically useless
Yes,
against you.
yeah, because I don't actually want to attack the whale.
Yeah.
Like the whale's
just
just there. He's just there.
Yep, he eats the Cal ability. It was closer than it looked, I think.
I tend to agree. I actually think
This Cal deck wasn't as bad as.
I think
the Kanan deck is actually crazy.
I think
that's
this Kanan deck is cracked.
Yeah, it's pure crack.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That'll do it for that. We'll be back on Wednesday with something, some sort of content. Who knows what it could be? Who could say?
We stream K-pop Demon Hunters to chat,
Now we're talking.
and we
We
sing
do
the
karaoke.
songs verbatim.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I get my mic a little higher? All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your week.
We're done here.
We'll
We'll
see
be
you
back.
Wednesday.
We'll be back Wednesday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.